All right. The guys that didn't practice today were Mike Down and then Fulton. Everybody else practiced, and we'll see how it goes. I know questions will be Xavier and so on, but well, I've just got to see. I mean, he practiced today and did a good job. Royals practiced today, so both of them ran around pretty good. Anyways, we'll just see how it goes. Go ahead.
What would it mean to have Isiah Pacheco get 100 yards in this game?
Yeah, this is his home, so it'd be great. Be great for the team and great for him.
Coach, Patrick's on the injury report this week with the right wrist. Was that something that happened in the game? And
Yes.
anything that's
It did.
consideration come out of that?
Yeah, he couldn't even tell you what play it was, but it swelled up a little bit, and then overnight, and then they got it down. So, yeah, but he did. He practiced the whole week. Yeah, looked good.
And Isiah played with a torn labrum his rookie year. Is any part of that similar to what Xavier's going through right now?
A little bit. They're all different. I mean, you know that. I mean, it's hard to compare notes on guys because everybody's injuries are different, different spots. So no injuries the same. But we'll just see how he does. But
Is there any hesitancy to put Xavier out there because of the potential of re-risking the re-injuring the same thing, or is this just a matter of him just being ready to go?
I'm gonna just see how it goes here. You know, I've got to see in the next 2 days. I guess see how he did after practice here. You know, so I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to Rick or him so about it.
How's he looked for you out there on the practice field?
He's done a nice job. Yeah, he can run fast.
That's the good part, right? Because he didn't get an injury to the legs.
Yeah.
You don't hit in practice and stuff like that. So is that one of the factors when you're trying to figure out what's up?
Yeah, listen, I'd leave it up to the doctors and Rick and whatever they say. We've practiced with them, we practice without them, and you know that's how it goes. We don't, whatever goes. Yeah.
You're here at the end of the week, and you've been around the guys a bunch this week. I mean, I'm imagining you've probably seen what you want to see from them attitude-wise with this tough start going on the road and all that stuff.
Yeah.
With Xavier and Jalen, just if you're able to get them back at all, what would it do? Is just kind of a jolt for the offense.
Yeah, well, they're good. Both of them are good players. You know, so it would help with the other guy. I don't want to take anything away from the other guys either. They're doing a nice job. So. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good. Thanks, guys. Yep.
Hello.
Isaiah, how many friends and family are you going to have at this game?
Probably like 50.
So how's that work? You gotta ask around everyone else to get the tickets? I mean,
Nah, I let my parents, figure out who's all coming. Then by the end of the week, they just let me know by Wednesday. And when the tickets are due, they're due. And, I don't worry about any of that stuff. It's time to lock in on the game.
You're always obviously fired up in every NFL game, but does it feel a little bit different? Like you've been back playing at home before. Did you feel different that night? And you think you'll feel any different during this one?
Going back home is always exciting. So, being that close, not too far, being able to see people in the stands that, I haven't seen in months is always exciting for me. But knowing that I got fam there, but most importantly, I'm just going there on a mission.
Hey, Isaiah, going back to your rookie year, you played through a torn labrum. Can you describe the experience of going through that and kind of what you had to go through when we were just playing through that?
Definitely. It was tough. The great training staff here. They was able to get me able to play, and that was coming with treatment, and they was working with each other, and that's what it takes. And that's it was easy after that.
I knew you probably couldn't throw, but were there any limitations just as a running back when you had that injury?
Not for real. I wasn't throwing the ball like you said, so I just needed to hold that sucker down, and I was ready to roll.
You talked to Xavier at all since he seems to be going through a similar thing here?
Yeah, he's doing good. Yep.
What are your thoughts about the Giants' defense? People talk about their front a lot. I mean, what are you guys going to face here?
Yeah, definitely. Every week, we're going against opponents. They're tough up front. Competition. Every week we're going to have that, and that's what it's about, having fun, going out there and competing. And I believe we're ready.
When you watch yourself on film these last 2 weeks, Isaiah, what have you pinpointed as things you want to see improvement sort of moving forward starting on Sunday?
Just being a little bit more patient as far as me, just allowing the game to come to me, and just after that, just playing fast, playing hard for my teammates, and, just finish start. Yeah, finish the start. Yeah.
Anything else?
A few of your guys, your teammates have called you the energy guy, the guy that brings the emotion. How much have you relied on that as being part of the game?
It's fun, bro. Like, I love competing when you're out there with your teammates. Those are the times that I get to cherish every moment. So you never know when they're going to be your last play. So you just got to keep hitting it and having fun. And that's the mindset I bring to it, bro. Like, go out there, have fun, and leave it all out there.
You mentioned patience. Is that something that you've always kind of had to remind yourself, just because you are a fast back, you are a guy that hits so quickly? Is that something that's always been something you've had to sort of remind yourself?
Yes, going back in the film, watching it and just, detailing the work and, evaluating myself, looking in the mirror and just, that's it.
What's it?
Just wonder real quick, did you ever go to the stadium as a kid at all?
No, I never went to any NFL games as a kid. I always said, once I was playing, once I started, one day I'll be in NFL, and that'll be my first game. And that first preseason game here was my first NFL. It was like Chicago or something, I think.
What's it feel like around meeting rooms, practice, and all that stuff? You guys, 0-2 and all that stuff. Does it feel like you guys are ready to take that step and get a win? Are you getting the vibe that you want to have right now, heading into this game from everyone?
Absolutely. We're prepared for the game, and this comes with it. Up for the challenge every week, and it's a new game, new challenge every week. So you be prepared. Allow the game to come to us.
Last one, Zach.
Isaiah, when you were in Brazil, you said that you wanted to have a revenge tour. What did you mean by that?
As far as getting back to where I was, made it. Past 2 games last year, only made it to 2 games, so it's the start of just being able to compete and go out there every week and be the best ability I can be and be help the team.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Yep.
Coach Omarr.
Well, I didn't get a chance to talk to you after the game. Take us through your sack and just what went right for you on that play.
I just kept rushing. That's straining through the duration of the whole play. That's what went right for me, and I was in the right place at the right time because of that.
Did it feel good to get your first one just kind of out of the way as opposed to you thinking going a couple of games without getting one?
Yeah.
And just kind of build on it?
Yeah, I definitely felt good. It always feels good, that feeling of just getting the quarterback down. So, yeah.
What was the celebration?
Cat Daddy, the old school Cat Daddy.
Didn't hold the 5-5?
Nah, that version of Omarr is on the way. I'm saving that one.
Omarr, without Mike.
Boo.
Without, Mike Dan potentially, does that give you a chance to maybe see more reps, make a bigger impact out there?
Well, yeah, that's for the whole D-line, though. It's everywhere I've been, it's always that next man up mentality, and we have a lot of guys, including myself, who have that ability to be a good filler.
What were your observations just generally about the defense from week 1 to week 2, where the numbers were much better? Why do you think that?
Our intention and I would say our intention and our energy. That was the two biggest things I could give you.
What was it like for you to have to sit out that opener and then to translate that energy into your second year?
Yeah, it's always a nail biter when you have to sit out and watch your team, and I'm good with being that supportive teammate and helping my teammates out with what I'm seeing, being on the sideline to help them be good on the field. But yeah, it's always hard doing that. And going into week 2, my vets, they just told me to play free and not feel like I'm in any kind of zone with it being my first game, and that's kind of how it went.
All good? Thanks, Omarr.
Thank you.